a great day when you're hanging around. Nothing's ever gonna bring me down. Good times are coming our way. Whenever, wherever, whatever today.
Today is going to be a great day. I am Nikki G, your host. Welcome to the Lone Doctrine, your exploration station and your place in making today better than yesterday. We pick a topic every month and we squeeze a lot of really good food for thought in a small amount of time. So welcome. And I encourage you to go back in the archives because every month all of our episodes intertwine with each other to come together for our topic of the month, which is how to become a more understanding person. Becoming more understanding is the start, even the key to the hope we have for ourselves of being more understood. It starts with taking full responsibility for both understanding and being understood. Ironically, or maybe not ironic at all, patience was our topic of the month last month, which sometimes correlates with our topic for this month, becoming more understanding. It's an intertwining of several aspects that fall into the personal development realm that create what we most desire, whether it be happiness, peace, to meet our life goals, to be more understood as a person or in a moment. The list could go on and on when we take the time to break it down. The point is, completing the circle and realizing just how important mental health is for all of us is key because everything intertwines. So, as we wrap up this month, I encourage you to go back to the start of this month if you haven't already. I, today, just wanted to talk with you. Aren't you talking now? Yes. But instead of our normal program of exploring, I just wanted to have a conversation. You, me, wherever you are, or whoever you are. Let's talk about what benefits come from being more understanding. Well, when we become a more understanding person, we become more productive. We become more constructive. We broaden our perspective. We broaden our intelligence. We broaden our vocabulary. We broaden our knowledge. And I am a firm believer that knowledge is power. When you're able to broaden your scope and really strive to become more of a worldly person, to realize that your family, your town, your city isn't the end-all be-all, that the world is huge and so many different people have different ways of life and different standards and different cultures and different societal norms, you broaden your point of view to become so much more understanding than if you only have a small amount of information to go from. Because when things get out of our comfort zone, it's as if we feel sometimes that they're wrong. Or because something is different, it might be bad. But it's not always like that. Just because something is different does not mean that it's bad. And change isn't always bad. So as we strive to be a more understanding person, the one thing that I always reflect upon is the fact that I want to be understood. We all want to be understood. And in order for us to be understood, we have to lead by example. We have to be willing to be the example of what we want to receive. Because just as you want to be understood, so do I. And in that, it takes time and patience and listening and an open-mindedness to really, really, really be understood on both sides, all sides of communication. So how can we continue to lead by action? Well, you can start by listening to all the podcasts we did this month and listening to the ones way before, because all of it is there to help you. all of it is there to support you. And I hope a lot of it is there to inspire you. No one knows everything. I do not know everything. I am here with you side by side, exploring and finding what's going to make this life the best life, and humbling myself each and every day to know that there's always work to be done. Now, that might seem like a lot. That might seem like a burden. That might seem like, I don't know, you might be saying, I'm fine just the way I am. But when you come into hardship, and when you come into conflict, and when you come into problem solving, if you don't have that strive and that growth, it will force you to get there. But the more you put yourself in the position of your willingness to grow, the better, the easier those inevitable challenges in life are going to be, because you'll be ready to handle them. You'll be ready to understand them, and you'll be ready to know what it takes to be understood. And all of this, first and foremost, starts with your openness and your willingness. It really takes that personal decision to better your life. You could read all the books, you could listen to all the podcasts, we could talk all day long. But until you make that personal choice to better your life, all of that is going to go one in ear and out the other. Sure, I hope that even if you're in that place where you haven't made that personal decision, that maybe little seeds here and there are being planted as you reach out for some support and some help. And they probably are. But I want you to realize that as you're hearing those things, as you're resonating with some things, take that energy and turn it into something productive in your life. Turn it into action. Turn it into things that you're going to try, and your willingness to find what's going to work for you. Change comes from within. It starts with us making the conscious choice to better our lives. As we're together here in this moment, I want to remind you that you can. You're able. You can make it work for you. Taking even one small step at a time, change for the better is possible. And if you need more support, if you want to become part of the change each and every month, I would love for you to join us at patreon.com/Lone Doctrine, where we're creating a community of awesome people making today better than yesterday. So check us out at patreon.com/Lone Doctrine, patreon.com/Lone Doctrine, and the link is also in the show notes. I really hope to see you there. I hope to get to know you better. And in the meantime, remember, most importantly, keep fighting the good fight.
It's